So you're thinking about moving to Staunton, Virginia, and you're looking for some great neighborhoods in which to live. Well, in this video, I'm going to take you into 3 totally different neighborhoods and show you 3 totally different homes in 3 totally different price points that might be places you'd want to call home. And if you hang around until the end of the video, I'm going to take you to a museum right here in Staunton that's so popular, it's in the top 10% of museums visited in the entire world, according to TripAdvisor. So trust me, as this video develops, you're going to want to remain focused until the end because we'll be to the end in just a flash. But before we bring these 3 neighborhoods in the town of Staunton into focus so you can have a better picture of what you're looking for, let's go ahead and get started right now. Hi, my name's Steph, and along with my wife Leslie, we are local real estate agents here in the Shenandoah Valley and Charlottesville areas of Virginia. We help folks all the time who are moving to the area and want to know more information about the area and want to know where some great places are to live here in the area. If that's you, call us, text us, email us. You can even video call with us. We'd be honored to help you. Additionally, we'd love it if you click that subscribe button, touch that bell icon, so you don't miss a minute of Virginia Mountain Valley living in all the different places we go and all the different things that we do, and not just about homes, but about the area as well. Now, as I mentioned, today we're going to go into 3 different neighborhoods and 3 different price points. You know, one of the things about Staunton is it's considered an independent city in Virginia, but it's a small city. There's only about 25,000 residents here. So really when you move to Staunton, you're moving to more of a small town really than certainly what you would think of most of the time as a city. And of course, outside of Staunton, there's the beautiful Shenandoah Valley, and there's just so many things to do in and around the area here, which is one of the reasons it's just such a popular place and such a really neat place to live. But let's go ahead and get into our first neighborhood and look at our first home. And like I say, we got 3 of them to see, so let's get on down the road and let's take a look at the first one. All right, so we're here in our first neighborhood, and we are at one of the end of the cul-de-sacs here. Right here in the Forest Hill neighborhood, here just on the northwest side of Staunton. And this neighborhood, Forest Hills in Staunton, is actually made up of 3 subdivisions. The Forest Hill subdivision, the Beverly Hills, and then the Trace. And this is a really unique neighborhood. Look at there. Talk about it. You probably can't see them, but 3 deer running through the yard right there. And so, but anyway, oh, here comes another one. Across the road, there he goes. So anyway, just kind of cool, right? I mean, neighborhood that's in town here. Of course, you can see all the large mature trees around me and everything. And but this Forest Hill neighborhood, though, it's starts out when you come into the neighborhood. There's a really nice boulevard street that brings you into the neighborhood. And along with those large mature trees, you're going to find that most all of the homes, there's a few that might be outside that range, but most all of the homes were built between 1950 and in the 1950s and in the 1960s. It's obviously here, you can hear it's a really quiet neighborhood here in Staunton. And one of the unique things about the neighborhood as well is that it has a great variety of home prices here in this neighborhood as well. And here you go, you've seen that side. Let's see that side. So there's one of those nice homes in the neighborhood right now. Now, the little bit about the neighborhood here. It's about 70 homes. Those homes have an average home value of about $575,000. Like I said, they have a diverse range. They range between about $350,000 and $1 million. They have between about 2,000 and 5,500 total square feet of finished living space. Like I said, 1950s and 1960s was when they were built, and they sit on lot sizes that are about 1/3 of an acre, and some of them have all the way up to over 5 acres as well. So where are we located? Well, this neighborhood is located about 5 minutes from downtown Staunton. That's all you got to go, it's 5 minutes. And you get about 9 minutes to the what I consider the downtown business area here in Staunton, and then Interstate 81 is only about 5 minutes away. Now, turn back around, and this is actually the house that I'm going to talk to you about here. But wait a minute, it looks like 2 houses. Well, that's because it is. So let me tell you a little bit about this home here. It's currently active on the market. It's listed for $899,900. It was built in 1955. It has 5 bedrooms and 5.5 baths between the two homes. Now the main home itself, it has 4,542 square feet of finished living space, and the cottage house behind it here has 1,050 square feet of finished living space. So together you've got 5,592 total square feet of space. You break it down, it's only $161 a square foot, and it sits on a 0.110 acre lot. And like I say, now this house, if this house looks familiar to you, it might be because you watched another one of our videos. Leslie and I, about a year and a half ago or so, actually did a video on this. So if you are looking for a luxurious home in a fantastically upscale neighborhood right here in Staunton with over 1 acre of land in the Forest Hills neighborhood, you do not want to miss out on today's video. This house has been on the market for almost 2 years now, but if you want to know really a lot of details about it, go back and take a look at that video. Now, the price was different at the time, which is one of the things about it. Why hasn't the house sold? I mean, it's been open 2 years, right? Well, probably a combination of reasons, and one might have been the price. It was originally listed at $1,250,000. When Leslie and I showed it, I think it was $1,050,000, and now, like I say, it's down to $899,900. Now, it's also kind of a niche property because you got this cottage house here, a little breezeway there, and then you've got the house itself. And so it's for a bigger family, right? Or maybe a multi-generational family. That's the kind of person that's really going to look to purchase this house. And like I say, the total price per square foot, that's definitely something that is lower than the cost of an average home here in the Staunton area. Now, before I show you some inside pictures of this home, let me tell you a few things about it to give you a little bit more information, just in case you don't watch that other video that I told you about. But about 15 years ago, this home underwent some renovations. I mean, over $1 million worth of renovations and upgrades. And like I said, you got the multifamily generational option. There's a 4-season sunroom in the main home. The primary suite is on the main level. There's a beautiful patio with a fountain in the back of the main home here. The beautiful stone wall that goes around the backyard. And like I said, you just got all these nice mature trees sitting around on this hillside. So, like I say, don't often show you the back of the house first, at least when I walk up to it. But you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's look at some more photos of this home, and you'll see why. I mean, the price that it's at right now, it's definitely something you should consider here for a big home or multi-generational living situation here in Staunton. All right, so we're here in our next neighborhood here on the west side of Staunton. We are in the Virginia Place neighborhood. Now, this is the most economical neighborhood we're going to look at today, but it's also similar to the Forest Hill neighborhood that we just looked at in that it is made up of a couple different subdivisions, similar to the first neighborhood there at Forest Hill. This neighborhood is made up of the Virginia Place subdivision and also the Sherwood State subdivision as well. Now, in this neighborhood, you're going to see a lot of homes with split foyers. You're going to see a lot of ranch homes, but that's not the only kind of home. There's definitely a variety here in the neighborhood. It has winding streets through the neighborhood. There's a couple side streets as well. One of the things about it is there's no sidewalks in this neighborhood, but you are at the edge of town. I'll show you here in a second. And you can, it gives you that rural views here, and it just kind of gives you that rural neighborhood feel, even though you're in the city, right? And so now the homes in this neighborhood, there's probably about 160 homes here in the neighborhood. They have an average home value of about $350,000. They range in value between about $300,000 and $400,000, and they have about 1,500 to 3,500 total square feet of finished living space. They were built between 1994 and 2007, and they sit on lots that are about 0.2 to a half an acre. Now, like I said, you get in some of the views. You can't see, it's a little hazy today. Way over there, you can actually see the top of the Blue Ridge Mountains, but like I say, you got farmland here, just, and then other side as well, it looks the same way. Now, where are we? Well, we're about 8 minutes away from downtown Staunton, and we're about 12 minutes away from that Highway 250 business area where their Walmart is and places like that. And then you're only about 7 minutes to Interstate 81 as well. But I'm going to switch hands here. That way you don't have to look in the sun. And I'm also going to tell you about the home that you see right across the road from here today. That home is the one that's currently active here on the market for sale. It's listed for $385,000. It was built in 1998. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths and 1 half bath, 1,736 finished square feet of living space. If you break it down, it's $224 a square foot, and it sits on a 0.20 acre lot. Now, like I say, you got the views out your front yard right there. And before I show you some pictures here, here's some interesting things about this home. It's got a really nice gas fireplace inside. You've also got an upgraded chef's kitchen with stainless steel appliances, and those are smart appliances as well. There's a 2-tiered deck and patio space in the back, and there's a couple of new major updates that have been done here recently. The home has a brand new HVAC, and it also has an encapsulated crawl space under it as well. So this is another house that's been on the market for a little while, but guess what? Maybe it's just waiting for you here in the Virginia Place neighborhood so that you can call it home here. But let's go ahead now and let's look at a couple more photos of this home. All right, so we're here in our third neighborhood today. It is another one here on the western edge of town, and that is the Bell Creek neighborhood. Now, if you like colonial revival homes, you're going to love this neighborhood because it's got a lot of them in it. And also this neighborhood, you can see I'm not using it, but there's a sidewalk over there as well. So that makes it nice. Now, there's only one way in and out of this neighborhood, which makes it very private and nice as well. Now, this neighborhood is kind of like in two parts. The first part is kind of some of the homes that you're looking at right here. And these homes, there's about 50 of them and that were built a few years ago. As a matter of fact, the average value of the home here in the old part of the neighborhood here is $415,000. They range in value between $350,000 and $475,000. They have about 1,600 to 4,000 square feet of living space, and they were started being built back in 2005, and they're still building today. They sit on lot sizes that are about 0.12 to 0.30 acre, but here's the other side of the neighborhood there. And as you can see, they're building a whole bunch of new homes right here on all this land right here in the back side of the neighborhood. And this part of the neighborhood is being developed by DR Horton. And there's about 75 new homes being added here. There's 4 different models of homes that you can choose from here. And right now, there's about 15 homes. Some of them have already been sold, but there's about 15 homes that have already been built. They're also interspersing them in the empty lots that were up in the old neighborhood as well, like they often do. Now, the home prices here, they're going to start at about $350,000, and they're going to go up to about $450,000 for a brand new home here in this neighborhood. Now, where are we in relation to Staunton again? Well, we're about 7 minutes away from downtown Staunton and about 12 minutes away from that Highway 250 business area. And it's only going to take about 8 minutes to get to Interstate 81, whichever way you go around the bypass here in town. So, that's a little bit about this. And like I say, this neighborhood here in Bell Creek. And let's go ahead and let's look at some of the photos. Nothing for sale in the older homes right now, but let's look at some photos here of the newer homes, the 4 models that DR Horton is currently building. And then we're gonna flash back into town. And I'm gonna show you something here in town that, well, it's pretty neat. All right, so at the beginning of the video, I told you if you hung around until the end of the video, I would take you to a museum that, according to TripAdvisor, is in the top 10% of all museums visited worldwide. And here we are at the Camera Heritage Museum right here in downtown Staunton. And yes, this little museum is an incredibly popular place to visit. And obviously people from all over the world and all over the United States come to visit this small little museum right here in downtown Staunton. Now, this small little museum, though, isn't just a small local exhibit. It's also the largest camera museum open to the public in the entire United States, with a collection that continues to grow year after year. Now, inside you'll find thousands of cameras spanning from the 1800s all the way to the more modern designs, along with accessories and historic photographs that tell the story of how photography has evolved over time. Now, one of the things that makes the museum especially unique is its mission to preserve not just the cameras themselves, but the stories behind them, how they were used, who used them, and the role they played in capturing everyday life and major moments in history. With over 7,000 cameras and photographic accessories in its collection, along with thousands of historic images, it gives visitors a chance to see how something as simple as taking a picture has transformed over more than a century. And trust me, when you go inside and talk to the museum curator, David Schwartz, you'll get an education about photography and history that, I mean, it's truly amazing. I mean, if you'd like to visit this very modestly priced museum, it's $6 for a self-guided tour that includes a whole packet of information you can take home, $8 for an audio tour, and if you really want the deluxe tour, it's $20 for a personal curator tour. And the Heritage Museum is, like I say, it's another, just a hidden gem here in this small Shenandoah Valley city of Staunton that just makes our area just an absolutely wonderful place to live. And maybe you're thinking about moving to the Shenandoah Valley or Charlottesville area. Well, if that's the case, Leslie and I would be honored to help. Please don't hesitate to pick up the phone, call us, text us, email us, or you can even, like a lot of people do, just meet us, video call with us. We're never too busy to help, and we'd love to help you make your move here to Staunton or anywhere in the Shenandoah Valley or Charlottesville area just a great move to come to, a great place to live. So from here at the Camera Museum, like I say, if you need help, we'll be there in a flash. So don't hesitate to call. But until next time, I'll stop with the dad jokes and I'll see you around town.